Hey there, it's Hari Kalymnios from thethoughtgym.com, here helping you become your superhuman self. And in this video, it is another book of the month video. The book of the month for this month is one that I read in Cyprus on a holiday, and it was one of these books that I quoted as being on Facebook un-putdown-able. I'm not sure if that's even a word. If it isn't, then I've created it, but un-putdown-able. Is that right? Un-putdown-able? Un-putdown-able. That's the one. Un-putdown-able. And there's only about 5 or 6 books in my life that I've read that are un-putdown-able. And this one was called Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. Shoe Dog is the true story, at least from Phil Knight's perspective, of how the activewear, the trainer brand Nike came to be. And it is a really fascinating story, something I wasn't fully aware of their beginnings. I actually thought they'd been around a lot longer than they had been. I didn't realise brands like Adidas and Puma were the big ones, and that Phil Knight originally as a young 20-something went off to Japan to try and import some trainers, the actual Tiger trainers, which are still around now, and the Onisaka Tigers, I think they were called, and then how that developed, ultimately them splitting and making the Nike brand and all the troubles. And what's really interesting about this book is, one, it reads amazingly like a novel, and two, it is so obviously it's gripping, you can't put it down, but it also details a lot of the fact that they thought they were just so close to failure so many times. They kept getting fired by their banks, they kept having cash flow problems. It always seemed like they were on the brink of failure, and yet they are this super huge brand now that you see it today. This book only takes the story up to 1980, and then obviously 1980 onwards they just had a massive resurgence. But it's such a fascinating read. Trust me, you will not be able to put it down. And when I was reading it, it felt like a book that another un-putdown-able book that I read recently, which was Opened by Andre Agassi. And then I looked it up and I thought, oh, I wonder who the ghostwriter was for Shoe Dog, because I was like, there's no way Phil Knight probably wrote this. And it turned out that it was the same ghostwriter that wrote Andre Agassi's book that wrote Shoe Dog as well, which is why they were both so readable. So it literally was a great business book, but told like a novel, and I think you will absolutely love it. So Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, whether or not you're into business, whether or not you're into Nikes, I think you're gonna have a great entertaining read. So do pick up a copy. Until next time, remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember to hit the bell on the subscription button on YouTube so that you can get notified on all the new videos I post. Until then, remember, stay strong, stay super. Bye-bye.